Is Wendy Williams being exploited and exhausted by her management team? In the recent months, I never stopped believing in Wendy's desire to be back with a new project. But according to her brother Tommy, who recently saw Wendy during their unexpected family reunion, she is simply not ready for hard and intensive work her managers pile her with. Tommy Williams opened up about the frightening state of his sister's health and accused her production team in using Wendy as a famous tool for ratings. So it seems like vultures are circling around the famous TV host again, but doesn't she have any chance for recovery? Let's dig into the details. Hi everyone and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. I keep my eyes on the most discussed events in show business and always bring you the hottest updates. So we've all been concerned about Wendy Williams's emotional and physical well-being for a while now, and it seems like there is actually something to worry about. Apparently, Wendy's recent reunion with her family was used as a pretext of making another episode of her show, and that's why Wendy's younger brother Tommy slammed the production team for neglecting his sister's sad condition in order to make money on her name. Tommy opened up to the US, sent in his exclusive video interview about Wendy's recent visit to Florida over the long Easter weekend and how her production team filmed another episode of her alleged show despite Wendy's poor state of mind. As it was revealed earlier, the famous TV diva actually headed to Miami for a long-awaited visit with her estranged family. And she actually met up with her dad and brother, but as it turned out, the peaceful family day and a boat trip were actually staged because there were lots of strangers on board and cameras filming everything. As it was reported by an insider, not only was Wendy's camera crew along for the trip, but the main stakeholders in the project were with her as well. And it looks like they've got plenty of footage for their show. But that wasn't the end of the story because another video taken by Tommy Williams posted on Facebook showed Wendy allegedly taking a nap on a boat alongside her father and brother. At least what it looked like because Wendy was sitting motionless with her eyes closed, which doesn't clearly correspond to the environment. Tommy addressed the camera and thanked everyone for the prayers and the well wishes. However, later, he posted another video where he slammed Wendy's management team and accused them of exploiting his sister and ruining her health by taking her everywhere and making her pose for cameras. Guys, if I remember correctly, this was the first time Wendy has visited her family in Florida since the start of her problems, and apparently, they had expected another kind or reunion, without strangers shoving cameras into their faces. And most importantly, it was the first time Tommy saw his sister in person after rehab. And boy, according to him, the sight of her was truly frightening. She doesn't understand what is happening, and he, manager, will still be ponying her around, saying things like, travel here, travel there, let's go make this money. As Tommy emotionally addressed Wendy's crew in his video interview after this day, why are you even here? Do you even hear? Do you see the condition she's in? Does it look like she's ready to start a podcast for goodness sake? It doesn't. Tommy Williams didn't hide his anger, and he made it clear that Wendy was most certainly manipulated into making this trip because during the whole day she looked disorganized and disoriented. He added, "This is not a woman who is in the right frame of mind to get a show going." Wendy's frustrated brother called her current condition sad and added that she's in poor health. Well, the TV host was seen at multiple locations in the recent couple of months, and according to the witnesses, she was not looking or acting her best. There were always cameras around her, and many footage showing Wendy clinging to the cars or her bodyguard's arm surfaced on the social media. And this is when the rumors about her relapse started to circulate because many people noticed that Wendy didn't look herself. And now her own brother confirmed that such a whirlwind filming schedule seemed to damage his sister's state even more. According to Tommy, who has spent the whole weekend watching his sister closely, she is not in the her sound mind to make any decisions about her routine activities, and her management team uses it to their advantage, dragging the TV diva from one state to another and shoving cameras into her face. Tommy concluded, all this time, people have been kicking her around. She can't be contemplating S because she can't think it through, so other people are thinking things through for her. As you all know, the former talk show host has suffered a series of personal and professional blows over the last couple of years, which all started with her messy divorce with Kevin Hunter. And apparently, she is still on the road to becoming that good old Wendy we all knew. However, as Tommy mentioned, it's unlikely to happen because with the current schedule and the pace of her travels, she is most likely to end up in a hospital or even worse due to exhaustion. While it's all noble and very kind coming from Tommy, some people believe that he was only pursuing his own agenda in this story and craved for 15 minutes of fame for himself and aimed to make the headlines again. As one person wrote, Tommy gets on my damn nerves. He is as predatory as anybody else around her. Well, that could be true, but the fact remains unchanged. Instead of seeing their favorite talk show host getting back to her feet, fans have to witness how her life and condition only worsen with every new footage. And apparently, her production team, which teased the audience with multiple mysterious projects, is using Wendy's desire to be back on TV as a pretext to make her work beyond her capabilities, neglecting Wendy's true needs. As one person wrote, parasites everywhere. Most people don't have your best interests at heart. Their only concern is sucking you dry. Well, at this point, it doesn't look like Wendy is surrounded by people who care about her well-being. And it becomes clear that the former TV diva is not camera ready at all and has to be back under the care of her son and maybe even doctors. Only a couple months after staying in rehab, Wendy surprised everyone by announcing her rapid comeback, and she indeed was seen in New York City with her filming crew, working on a mysterious project. As Wendy's rep, Sean Zanotti, said to the media, getting back to what she loves is something that is important to her. Yes, Wendy is filming. Yes, she is gearing up for something, and the specifics of that can't be disclosed as of yet. Well, that was quite a shady explanation, and we've heard a lot of statements from this representative already, which, however, resulted in nothing. I totally get Wendy's desire to be back in the industry, but it appears that she doesn't even have a clue of what's going on and blindly follows the instructions of her crew. It's never been a secret that the industry is cruel, but guys, exploiting the person who has spent a couple of months in rehab, literally struggling for her life, and making her work, this is a new definition of atrocity. Wendy has been off-screen for a couple of years now, and the anticipation of her fans is enormous. Apparently, some people in the industry know how to use this in their advantage and make everything to squeeze more money from Wendy's name. Plus, I know that she is eager to get back to work herself, and there are also speculations that she is cash-strapped since that incident with Wells Fargo that froze her millions and appointed her a financial guardian. So yeah, Wendy's life has been full of dark streaks in the recent couple of years, and I don't get why certain individuals believe that they can force her to do something she is not ready for. You all how hard it was for Wendy to overcome her problems. In late 2022, she spent 2 months in a Malibu rehab treating severe alcoholism, and everyone believed that the host left this facility a new person, ready to embark a sober path in her life. However, starting February, the media exploded with headlines about Wendy's numerous public incidents involving alcohol. And guess what? Wendy's rep again came up with an excuse saying that this bar hopping was planned and Wendy knows her limits. Well, that's not what people reported to the media. And it seems like Wendy's team is trying to hide some truth about her real state. Wendy has a history of alcohol abuse, and if the rumors are true, she needs help of people who care about Wendy and not her money, making skills. As Tommy said, I can't blame Wendy for anything. I want her to get better. She is not better. She is not better. So I can't be mad at her for any of this. And guys, I guess if it weren't to Wendy's brother, we would have never learned the truth. After this emotional revelation from Tommy and his own video from that boat leaked online, fans expressed their concerns about Wendy's condition. It most certainly looks like she is being pushed to work, and she doesn't quite realize how damaging all this to her state. Whether Tommy was pursuing his own agenda or simply looking out for his sister, one thing's for sure, after Wendy's exploitative husband, some people certainly believe that they can ride on her back, despite her being sick, and use her to make money. As one person commented, Wendy has so many vultures around her, praying for complete deliverance from these people. And another person added, everyone is using Wendy at this point. They won't allow her time to rest and heal. It's so sad. Well, it definitely seems like someone is trying to get money using Wendy's fame and success. But she already proved that she is far from being ready to be back, whether it's on TV or radio. She still needs a lot of recovery, and I just don't understand why some people believe it's okay to ride on her back after all these sufferings she had been through. And what do you reckon? Is Wendy forced to work on her new show by her production team? Or is this her own decision to continue being active and making new projects? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other video about Wendy's comeback because I start to doubt that she's gonna make it with so much problems. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I promise to be back very soon with a new portion of gossip about your favorite celebrities,